What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I am here. I am live for the first time in ages. But yeah, we're a bit low energy, but that's fine. It's a chill Sunday afternoon. It's gonna just kind of hang out. I'm gonna study some Japanese, just kind of chill. That's the plan, anyways. So yeah, I made this. Look, study. that's all I got. That's all I got. We got some chill music. I'm gonna have to move my phone just slightly because I can't see chat. There we go. Kind of like so. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. I think everything's good. So like I wanted to, because I have a little like journal in front of me that I have to write in for this. I wanted to get a camera set up like on my like hands to write, but my friend has my camera right now, so I couldn't set that up. So it's gonna be moments of me just sitting here quietly writing. So apologies in advance, I guess. But that's the plan. That's the plan. Gotta get up in like 30-ish minutes. Go get my drink out of the freezer because I threw a drink in the freezer to make sure it got cold quick. But yeah, so we're just gonna hang out for a little while. I'm gonna study some Japanese. I'm gonna learn this language. That is, I want to so bad. I want to learn this language so bad. So let me throw this up so I can see that. Cool. Very good. Okay. Alright, everything. I can see everything. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop into some studying, I guess. Just enjoy the lo-fi beats. Of course, if you want to know what the beats are from, there is a command in chat, which I'm sure everyone knows it. It's right there. So, boom. There you go. Alright. So, first things first, to start our journey in Japanese, we've got to know how to pronounce it. Yeah, that makes sense. As it turns out, Japanese pronunciation is very straightforward compared to English. I mean, most things are straightforward compared to English. As a general rule, one letter is pronounced only one way, and as I mentioned before, there aren't very many sounds to begin with, so you're probably in for a pleasant surprise. Before we look at the vowels, I'd say a word about romanization. How would you say? How did you say that word? Romanization? 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 I'm going with romanization. Romanization means writing words from another language in the alphabet that we use in English, the Roman alphabet. Typically, there went my pencil. Typically, we tend to think of our alphabet as the English alphabet. The fact of the matter is that the characters A to Z are used with a few minor variations in very many languages besides English. Our alphabet is actually called the Roman alphabet since it goes all the way back to Latin. It's handy to be able to read and write Japanese using Roman letters because that way we can start learning Japanese words without having to know how to read Japanese characters. It lets us jump right into the study of the language itself, but Roman letters really don't cut it for any sort of true study of Japanese. Japanese has two alphabets, more accurately called syllabaries. Syllabaries. That name stems from the fact that unlike English, where one letter represents just a part of a sound, try to pronounce a K by itself. Right? Oh, okay, no, I get what it means now, okay. Every letter in the syllabaries represents an entire sound, or syllable. So just one letter, all by itself, can be read ka. Starting from lesson 2, we'll be learning the syllabaries until we've mastered them. We'll use both Roman letters and the syllabaries to represent the Japanese words we encounter. However, by lesson 18, we'll begin using the auxiliaries exclusively. Although this may seem overwhelming right now, they are really easy to learn and understand. Japanese also uses a third character set called kanji, which was borrowed from Chinese. We'll discuss kanji a bit more in the next lesson. But now let's look at pronunciation in Japanese. We'll start with the vowels. The list is short and sweet. When written in Roman letters, the vowels are pronounced as follows. Touch each letter to hear it pronounced.
A, I, U, E, O.
Word. As in father, never as in apple or cape. As in machine, never as in pit. So, I, right. U as in Jupiter, right. I as in pin, right. O as in more. Okay, cool. There you have it. These vowel sounds are always pronounced as I have indicated. The never notes are just friendly reminders because as English speakers we tend to allow letters that follow a vowel to influence the pronunciation of that vowel. Man, English sucks. For example, take the game company Nintendo. Hold on, now I've read that, I'm thinking, like, how, wait, am I saying Nintendo wrong? E, so Nintendo. No, that's... Is it being said wrong? Most English speakers pronounce this name in a way that sounds very foreign to the Japanese ear. In the usual English pronunciation, the first part of the name rhymes with pin. Nin. With a short I sound. However, in Japanese it's pronounced nin. Yeah, okay. Because in Japanese the I is always pronounced the same way, regardless of what happens to follow it. So Nintendo. Thing is, I think even in Japan nowadays, that it's common to hear it referred to as Nintendo. So I've heard some fluent Japanese speakers still call it Nintendo. Here are a couple more examples of words that have an E sound in them. Notice that the following consonant doesn't change the pronunciation of the vowel. Nihonjin inpitsu.
Nihonjin, enpitsu.
Nihonjin inpitsu. The Japanese O deserves a bit more discussion as well. In the introduction, we talked about how the vowel in an English word like no slides from an O ever so subtly into an O sound. Man, this makes it more confusing because I'm learning from English. Man, English. Wow. Or possibly a different sound in certain flavors of English at the end. We noticed that we could see it, feel our mouths changing shape as we pronounce the word. In Japanese, this slide doesn't occur. The vowel O is just a single unchanging sound. The closest thing we have to this in English is the vowel from the word more. Try saying that word out loud, but stop before you get to the R sound. Ma, mo, o, mo, o. O, o. There are a couple words that have an O sound in them.
Neko.
Neko, ringo,
Ringo.
ringo. I did the I wrong. Ringo,
Ringo.
ringo,
Neko.
neko. Okay. Another note. In Japanese, letters don't have names like in English. For example, we call the letter I. No matter how it's actually being used in a word, its name is I. But in Japanese, letters are just called by how they're pronounced. So when I refer to the sound you shouldn't read it as you should say oo, just like it's pronounced. Okay, that makes sense. As to the order of the vowels above, this is the proper order in Japanese. We'll learn more about this later. In English, when two vowels sit next to each other in a word, they play mysterious games with their pronunciation. For example, add an extra E to bet and you would get a totally different pronunciation beat. And depending on your dialect, the word bin is yet different. Man, this is going to be tough. Japanese has none of this nonsense. When two of the same vowel come in a row, the sound simply lasts twice as long. The vowel doesn't change. It just lasts longer. If you were to tap your finger at regular intervals, the word oku would have 2 beats, oku, while oku would have 3 beats, oku. In fact, we can literally say that the latter is a 3-syllable word. Take a listen to the following.
置く
Oku,
多く
oku. Okay. When first listening about double vowels, it's a good idea to tap your finger while saying the word. I can't do that. I actually can't do that. I tried last time I tried to start studying this and tried to do that. I can't. I'm incapable of tapping my finger to the sound of syllables. Just can't do it. I have no rhythm or beat in my head that lets me keep the tap. I'm just tapping randomly. When first learning about double vowels, each syllable should get the same length of time. Oh, good heavens. It's really important to give those doubled vowels in consonants, see below, their full value. And yes, it definitely can affect the meaning of your words. Hold on. Ah, meaning, oh my gosh, versus written ah. Oh. Let's take a... This is already going to be amusing. Let's look at the few examples of double vowels. Touch each example to your recording.
ああ
Ah. Ah. E.
い
E means stomach in Japanese. E.
い
Eh.
え
Eh. Okay. Words on the left side can all be thought of as lasting for 1 syllable or 1 beat, while the other words on the right last twice as long. I've told you that vowels are always pronounced the same way. This isn't entirely true. There is one situation where a vowel may not be pronounced as I've shown on the vowel chart.
え
That situation has to do with extending the sounds E and O. In the table above are the sounds E and O, because you don't read them as letters, you read them as their sounds. So E and O. In the table above, we doubled the E sound by simply writing another E. And on the previous page, for the word oku, we doubled the sound O by writing another O. There are words that work this way, but usually these two sounds are extended not by writing another of the same vowel, as you would expect, but by writing an I and U, respectively. In other words, the extended version of E is usually written as E. Likewise, the doubled version of O is usually written as O. Okay, that one I think after reading English, the extended version of E is usually written as EI. Likewise, O is OU, right? There are a few exceptions to this, but the rule holds true 95% of the time. Here are a few examples of doubled E and O sounds. Ko, ko,
高校
koko means high school.
先生
Sensei, everybody knows that word, right? Sensei. Tokyo,
東京
Tokyo. Ekyo,
影響
Keyoshi,
形容詞
Keyoshi. Koko,
高校
Sensei. I elongated that first one. Sensei.
先生
Alright. Tokyo.
東京
Ekyo.
影響
Keyoshi.
形容詞
Keyoshi. Keyoshi. It's literally like slowing down when you talk. At least is what it feels like. The doubled vowels are fine and dandy, you say, but what about when totally different vowels sit next to each other in a word? What happens then? It's natural that you should ask such a question. After all, in English, mysterious things happen, as I've illustrated before. But there's no need to worry in Japanese. All you have to do is pronounce both vowels in the way they're always pronounced. For example, if you see the word kaeru, you simply say kaeru. The E does not exercise magical powers after the A as it would in English. I love the way the guy who wrote this, like, just describes things. This is most definitely not pronounced keiru. Just read the vowels the way they're always read. So when you see the pair AI, you say A, and the product sounds like the word I. Oh wait, no, because I'm doing A. It's I. Right, so I. See how straightforward that is? Yeah, I was doing the long A sound, which isn't a thing. Okay. Here are a few more examples of various vowel combinations. Be sure to touch the words in the left column to hear the pronunciation.
Kaori.
Kaori. Kaori. Kaori. It's getting yourself to slow down and read the syllables. I think the trickiest thing, besides the fact that just English is a crappy language, is they really don't cover syllables very much in public education nowadays. Like, in the entirety of my, like, public education, going from, kindergarten through 12th grade, I don't think syllables was ever touched on. So it wasn't until I started looking into Japanese that I really had to, think about syllables whatsoever.
Mainichi.
Mainichi. That's a fun one.
Mainichi.
Mainichi. Okay. Oafu. Ue. I don't know that I like that word. Ue. There's nothing tricky about Japanese vowels. The main thing is to pay careful attention to letter combinations that resemble words in English. For example, it might be tempting to read you as the English word you. Really, it's a two-syllable Japanese word, yo. Yo. Aside from that, you'll be alright if you just remember the following two rules. Give each vowel its own distinct pronunciation. The only exceptions are that E is extended with I, or rather, I guess you would read that E is extended with I, and that O is extended with U. Right? I think so. Before we move on to the consonants, let's consider the following question. Does Japanese accent certain syllables like English? In English, we place extra heavy stress on one syllable in each word. For example, computer needs to be pronounced computer. In order to sound right. For you linguist types, this is called stress modulation, because there is informational significance to where the stress occurs. Does Japanese use stress modulation? Nope, not at all. This is one of the hardest points for foreigners to conquer. We instinctively want to stress some parts of each word, but it sounds odd in Japanese. In Japanese, each syllable gets the same stress as the next. As you progress through this textbook, you'll be able to hear this. It may be challenging at first, but try consciously to give each syllable the same stress. Let's listen to a few words pronounced the correct and incorrect way. The correct way is recorded of a native Japanese speaker. The incorrect way is a recording of me pronouncing the word the way foreigners often do.
Watashi.
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 That just sounds wrong to me. Watashi. But I mean, I guess it's because he's putting emphasis on it, right? And it's not normally, it doesn't normally have emphasis on it. So watashi.
Watashi.
Oh no, I'm doing it the wrong way when I speak fast. Watashi.
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 Watashi. Watashi.
Watashi.
Watashi.
Watashi. Anata.
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 Anata. Anata.
Anata.
Anata.
Anata.
I'm not giving that last sound right. Anata. Sorry, somebody was at my door. Anata, right?
Anata.
Anata. Kuruma. Kuruma.
Kuruma.
Kuruma.
Kuruma.
Kuruma.
Kuruma.
Karuma.
Kuruma.
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 Karuma.
Kuruma. Anata.
Anata.
Watashi.
Watashi.
Okay, so kuruma.
Karuma.
Anata.
Anata.
Watashi.
Watashi.
Okay. I don't think I'm doing it this way in the middle, but it might be unintentionally. Incidentally, notice that in English, the act of stressing one syllable causes the nearby vowel sound to change slightly. For example, say the word photo and photographer. And yeah, okay, I already hear that one. See how it changes from a big round pho in the first word to something more like pho in the second. This is an effect that is very common in English, but never, ever occurs in Japanese. It means that one trick to make sure you're not stressing a particular syllable is to listen to yourself and make sure you're not changing any of the vowel sounds. So in the table above, when foreigners incorrectly stress the middle syllable of watashi, the first syllable is usually warped as a result, and the final word sounds like watashi. But wa is not a Japanese sound at all. So if you pay close attention and make sure you give each syllable the correct vowel sound, it'll also go a long way to making sure you aren't using unnecessary stress. Okay, then let's move on to consonants. Ooh boy. Before I look at this, I need to check this timer. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So B, so B, ch, d. I love how C is a ch sound. D, f, g, h, j, k. C note. Oh. Wait, why is there two S's here? Sh. Si. Wa. E. Z. As you can see, there's nothing particularly surprising in this list. Each letter is pronounced pretty much as it is in English. This is probably because English speakers were the ones that picked which Roman letters to use to represent Japanese. Well, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Notes. D. The sound is a bit heavier than in English. The tongue presses hard against the upper teeth and gums. If you were to move your tongue a little lower down, a sound would come out.
ダブダブ
Dabu dabu.
体
Karada. Dabu dabu.
ダブダブ
Karada. Okay. Japanese don't bite their bottom lip as we do when we say the sound. Let your upper teeth just barely touch your lower lip as you close your mouth naturally. Since there's no lip biting, sometimes foreigners hear this sound as an H. Hoo-hoo.
夫婦
Oh wait, that was a hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo.
夫婦
Hoo-hoo.
夫婦
Ofuro.
お風呂
Ofuro.
お
I put too much. I put a second U there. Ofuro.
風呂
Ofuro. Okay. Little tricky there. Getting your head to wrap around that. This one deserves a little discussion. The sound R in English is a curious thing. Say it slowly and observe what happens with your mouth. R or R? What? I don't know what he's asking to do. R. I don't think that happens in my mouth. The sides of your tongue touch the roof of your mouth. Okay, that might happen. Yeah. Yeah. While the tip stays down to let air flow by. The sound is totally foreign to Japanese. The Japanese R is rather the opposite of the English R. It is made by a light flicking of the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. The closest thing we have in English is the sound that we make when a T or D occurs in the middle of a word. For example, say the word ladder. And pay close attention to that middle consonant. Ladder. Ladder. So, no, I'm. Okay, see how your tongue just brushed at the top of your mouth. If you're familiar with Spanish, I'm not. You might notice that this the sound is similar to a Spanish R. Okay, well I do know what a Spanish R sounds like, so that there isn't any trilling or rolling. It's just one light touch. Here's how to pronounce the Japanese R perfectly. Start with an English word that has one of the light tongue flicks in the middle, like regatta. As in the boat race. Say that out loud a few times and get comfortable with how it feels. Regatta, 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 regatta. Now change it to kata and use exactly the same tongue flick. Kata. Regatta, kata. The sound is almost identical to the Japanese word kara. Here are a few examples.
から
Kara,
から
kara,
から
kara. Okay. Kuruma,
車
kuruma,
車
kuruma,
車
kuruma,
車
kuruma. Ofuro,
お風呂
ofuro,
お風呂
ofuro,
お風呂
ofuro,
お風呂
ofuro. Okay. Of course, the most important thing is to listen. Listen to others and listen to yourself. As we work through this book, pay close attention to how the Japanese speakers say things and imitate them. Okay. Double consonants work in much the same way as the double vowels. The concept is the same. When two of the same consonant appear next to each other, the consonant lasts for 2 beats instead of 1. But how do you make a consonant last twice as long? You pause on the consonant for 1 extra beat. Therefore, in the word mit, you would pronounce me, then take your tongue up in the position for the ta sound, but before doing that, you freeze right there for 1 beat. Finally, you say the ta sound. Try it and compare the sound to the version with no consonant doubling.
めた
Meta,
めた
meta, meta,
めった
meta, meta,
めた
meta.
めった
Okay, I'm not pausing quite as long, but meta,
めった
meta.
めった
Okay. When writing Japanese and Roman letters, consonants are doubled by writing the letter twice.
めった
Meta. Kekkon.
結婚
Kekkon. Shippo.
しっぽ
No, shippo. Shippo.
しっぽ
Kekkon.
結婚
Meta.
めった
Nippon.
日本
I didn't really pronounce that last in. Nippon.
日本
Nippon.
日本
Shippo.
しっぽ
No, I did shippo. Shippo.
しっぽ
Kekkon.
結婚
Kekkon. Meta. Shippo. Nippon. Nippon.
日本
Shippo.
しっぽ
Kekkon.
結婚
Meta.
めった
Kekkon.
結婚
Shippo. Nippon. Okay. Incidentally, we happen to have something similar to this in English in the word lamppost. Yeah, okay. I get where he's going with that already. Notice that the time you spend on the P combo in the middle is much longer than what you would spend on the same letters in the fictional word lamppost. Lamppost. Guys, you know the lamppost? That doubling of time is essentially the same as the doubling you see in the Japanese words in the table above. And that's it. With what you've learned in this chapter, you can now read any Japanese words you lay eyes on. To recap, Japanese pronunciation is straightforward, but different from English in a couple key ways. First, vowels can be extended, which means making them last longer in duration. In writing, vowels are extended by writing two of the same vowel in a row, or in the case of O and E, adding U and I respectively. That is, the extended version of O is O, and the extended version of E is E. Similar consonants can also be doubled, which causes a one-beat pause to be inserted before pronouncing the consonant. In writing, consonants are doubled by writing two of them in a row. For example, in the word ga, the speaker stops and waits for one beat before pronouncing the ka sound. Although there are a few challenging consonants for English speakers, such as the hard R sound, on the whole, Japanese pronunciation is easy to understand. Now that we can pronounce Japanese, let's learn a thing or two about how the writing system works. Chapter 2, the writing system. Now, I think I need to get up to go get that drink out of the freezer. Yeah. Give me just 1 second, guys. Let me just stop that. Thank you. Alright, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't actually have this scene set up on my Stream Deck, so I have to click on it manually. Oopsie. Okay. I think we're good. Alright, so Chapter 2 is the writing system. The Japanese writing system is surely the largest stumbling block for students thinking about tackling the language. After all, languages like Spanish and German, with their familiar alphabets, seem much more accessible. Maybe you throw in a tilde? Is that how you say that word, tilde? Here, or an umlaut, I don't know that one. There, but all in all, it's the alphabet we know and love in English. I don't love the English alphabet though. I don't like it. English is oh my goodness, English. It's my job to show you that different is not necessarily hard. Actually, I believe that the Japanese writing system is in some respects one of the best designed systems in the world. In other respects, it is very challenging indeed. To understand this paradox, we need to learn a bit of history. There was a time in human history when we did not write, so necessarily some cultures invented writing systems earlier than others. The leader in Asia was China. With a culture that goes back at least 5,000 years, the Chinese began writing basic pictograms perhaps 4,000 years ago. These pictograms gradually evolved into a stylized set of characters that eventually could express any possible sentence, which is the basic requirement of a full-fledged writing system. As a brief aside, it's interesting to think about why pictograms by themselves cannot form a real writing system. Remember rebuses? No, I don't know that at all. These picture games use symbols to spell out sentences by using puns and word associations. I see. I used to love them as a kid. They work something like this. Okay, yes, I do know these. I just didn't know the name for it, apparently. The reader, using a bit of imagination, can translate this into the sentence, I love you. But this technique has a serious drawback. It is hardly fit for representing more complex sentences. How would you write, I love it when you do your hair like that? Because there are no clearly defined rules about how the picture go together or work. Even if you figured out some clever way of representing this sentence, the odds are very small that anyone else would be able to decipher what you meant. Ooh, excuse me. It turns out that to have a useful writing system, you can't just draw pictures and hope that the reader can guess your intent. You have to have a unified system with rules that everyone agrees on. The Chinese accomplished this by creating characters that were not merely pictures of things you can see and touch, but also of abstract concepts, plus the rules for using them all in actual sentences. By any account, the set is bulky and hard to learn, consisting of tens of thousands of characters, but it was successful in that it was a true writing system, capable of recording everything from business transactions to love songs to official matters. The Chinese brought their characters to Korea, Vietnam, and Japan. Japan received Chinese characters around the year 400 AD, and soon thereafter officials in Japan began writing Japanese using Chinese characters. The Japanese name for these characters is kanji. There was just one problem. Japanese and Chinese are completely different languages. To understand what happened, let's imagine how it might look if, instead of kanji being important in Japanese, they were imported into English. Transport yourself for a moment, if you will, to a parallel universe, one in which English has no writing system. As we start our tale, we English speakers are living out our lives, going about our business, muddling along with no written language. Perhaps we have crude calendars and some basic symbols, but certainly no means of writing something like a newspaper or grocery list. Now the Chinese show up at our doorstep and tell us about their fantastically weird squiggly marks. They tell us that these strange things can record thought. The idea is utterly fascinating, so we decide to see if they might work with our language. At first, everything seems fairly straightforward. There's a Chinese character for each kind of thing in the world, so to write down any sentence, you just find the character for each word and write it down in order. So the sentence, I like ramen, is easy. Just find the characters for each word, write them down, and now anyone can read it back in English and get the exact sentence you originally meant. Side note, I guess this is the kanji for I like ramen. Make no mistake, at this point you are not writing Chinese, you are writing down English sentences using Chinese characters. Splendid. Speakers of Chinese will note that I'm taking some liberties with these examples. Bear with me, they are illustrative purposes only. I love this line right here. This is fantastic. But soon challenges appear. Take the sentence, he bought the cat. The first and last characters are easy, but what about the word the? The Chinese language doesn't have an exact match for this word, so obviously there's no character for it. What to do? Someone comes up with the idea of recycling an old character that isn't used much in Chinese for the word the in English. So far, so good. What about the word bought? In English, some words change form to indicate tense, but in Chinese, past tense verbs are usually formed by using the present tense verb. Oh, excuse me, goodness. By, in this case, plus another character which makes it past tense. So now we have to use two Chinese characters to get one English word. Bought. Didn't know that. That's interesting. As I hope you can see from our little thought experiment, trying to write English using characters that were designed for Chinese would soon become fairly complex. Above and beyond the simple fact that we are required to memorize a large number of characters, and that some problem occurred when those early pioneers tried to graft Chinese characters onto the very, very different language that is Japanese. In fact, in my opinion, it would be much easier to write English using Chinese characters than Japanese. The fictional examples above are cakewalk compared to what ancient Japanese written in pure Chinese characters looks like. I would be interested in seeing that. Let's get back to the story. Our early Japanese friends began writing their language using Chinese characters, but the Chinese writing system was complicated to begin with, and now that we were trying to use it to write an altogether different language, it was even worse. So it took a lot of training and practice to master the system, which meant that only the rich and powerful could afford the time and effort to learn it. Everyone else had to spend their days just attending to basic food and shelter needs. But here's where it gets interesting. Japanese culture at the time believed that women were not capable of learning such a complex system. So even the women who happened to be born into wealthy families generally were not educated deeply in using Chinese characters. But these women wanted to write, so they began to do something quite extraordinary. For each syllable they wished to express, they chose a Chinese character that could be pronounced that way and used the character to represent only that sound, discarding the actual meaning of the character. For example, the Japanese word sky is sora. Sora. There's a Chinese character that, all by itself, means sky. It is that. I don't know how to pronounce that. In the old system, a Japanese writer who wanted to represent the word sora would write this single character. But instead of doing that, our heroines using this new system would choose one character that could pronounce so and another that could pronounce ra. And they put them together and said, totally disregard what the characters happen to mean in Chinese, just pronounce them out loud to make a Japanese word. Earlier editions of this app suggested that women were the ones to create the system, which is called Manyogana. Having happened so long ago, it's not totally clear who first came up with the idea. It is certain, however, that the women described above were early users and popularizers of it. A Chinese character meaning sky, pronunciation sora. Sora. One's good. The upper line of the chart shows the old method. One character meant sky because the Chinese said so. When a Japanese reader saw that character, they would read it sora, which is how to say sky in Japanese. In the bottom two lines, we see two characters that were selected to represent the sounds so and ra. The original meaning of once upon a time and good were completely ignored. Only the sounds were important. Putting the two characters together, the reader pronounced sora to get sora. Eventually, one character was chosen to represent each of the one-syllable sounds in Japanese. Since Japanese is based on a very small number of basic sounds, this meant that it was possible to write Japanese phonetically using only a few dozen characters instead of tens of thousands. Quite an improvement. Yeah, that's quite an improvement. Mo. Egyptian hieroglyphs, yay. To help make clear what happened, think about Egyptian hieroglyphics. For years, my voice cracked. For years, scholars struggled to figure out how they worked. They appeared to be pictograms, but there was something peculiar about the system. There were many characters, but a few of them showed up way more often than they ought to. Were the Egyptians really writing about birds and snakes that much? The major breakthrough occurred when scholars realized that the pictures were really just representations of sounds. A picture of a bird probably started out meaning a literal bird, but over time came to represent just a particular sound, the B sound, say. The pictograms evolved into symbols for pronunciation. It was exactly the same thing when the Japanese began using Chinese characters to represent sound only. The original meaning of the characters no longer had any bearing on the sentence. Why did I read that like it was going into the next sentence as one sentence? A Chinese person looking at a stream of characters used this way to express Japanese would have been completely baffled, just as Egyptologists were when they tried to literally make sense of hieroglyphics. Later, these characters were further simplified so that they could be written in a few basic strokes. They now had completely lost any remaining connection to the original Chinese meaning, and the result was a uniquely Japanese set of around 50 or so characters, today it's 46, that we can truly call an alphabet. Since they represent sounds and not meanings, this was a breakthrough for writing in Japan. Ah, ka. Oh, I see. This revolutionary alphabet is more accurately called a syllabary because each character represents a whole syllable, not just a part of a syllable. In English, for example, most letters like K cannot be voiced by themselves. They need a vowel to make a complete pronounceable syllable such as ka. I've gone into all this detail for two reasons. First, I think it's fascinating. That's good enough reason to me. And I hope you do too. Shell, what's up, man? Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated, my friend. But secondly, and more importantly, it will help you to understand the current state of the Japanese writing system. The Japanese syllabary I described above is wonderfully simple and elegant. Its theme is hiragana. It is as close to a perfect writing system as I can imagine. We'll be learning hiragana over the next few lessons. By the time you've finished learning it, you'll be able to write any Japanese word in Japanese. And, okay. Hiragana also has a cousin syllabary called katakana. I call it a cousin because there's exactly one katakana character for every hiragana one, and usually they look similar. It's a bit different. It's a bit like the difference between block letters and cursive script in English. Cursive letters generally look similar to their block counterparts, but occasionally take a slightly different route, or take slightly different forms. Just as we write foreign words like, I don't know how to say that, in italics, katakana is used almost exclusively when representing words that come from foreign languages, like computa for computer. So we'll learn it later on at a more relaxed pace. If Japanese used only hiragana and katakana, collectively called kana, it would be one of the simplest writing systems in the world. Alas, the picture is a bit more complicated than that. See, when hiragana and katakana were invented, Chinese characters didn't just roll over and die. Keep in mind that kanji were associated with wealth, power, and education. So for centuries, most of the people who had those things continued to write exclusively in kanji. Oh, this is kind of a cool little comparison, I like that. After World War II, laws were passed that limited the kanji that could be used in newspapers to a fixed set of about 1,850 characters, because that's a small amount. Everything else was to be represented in hiragana and katakana. That set of characters has changed a little over the years, and today consists of about 2,000 characters called the yo kanji. Daily use kanji. 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 So although it is much easier to be literate in Japan now than in the past, you still do have to know kanji. We won't spend a lot of time learning kanji at this early stage because in order to really make sense of them, it helps to understand the basics of Japanese already. Keep in mind that Japanese children don't start learning kanji until they already speak Japanese fluently. But we will talk about them from time to time so that you understand how they fit into Japanese. Then later, you'll be able to make a more detailed study of them if you decide to do so. Well, now that we understand in broad terms how the Japanese writing system works, let's have a look at our first set of hiragana characters. But first, take a brief pause to quiz yourself and make sure you understand what we've learned so far. By successfully passing this quiz, you'll unlock the next chapter. Also, as a reminder, if you prefer, you can unlock all chapters at any time by going to Menu, Preferences, and select the Roam Freely mode. Alright, yeah. Chapter review. I'm going to get every question right. True or false? Kanji are no longer used in Japan. False.
やった
Yatta. What is the main purpose of katakana? To represent foreign
完
words.
璧
Wait, what was that? Kanpaki? Roughly speaking, how many hiragana characters are there? Hiragana characters? 50?
完璧
Kanpeki. Which syllabary is used almost exclusively for foreign words like computa?
やっ
Katakana.
た
Yatta! Which syllabary is used for ordinary Japanese words?
やっ
Hiragana.
た
True or false? Hiragana were derived from kanji. True.
完璧
What is the name for Chinese characters as used in Japanese? Kanji.
完璧
I know this stuff. We got this. Hiragana characters represent sound only. True.
完璧
Approximately when did kanji come to Japan? 400 AD?
やった
That's an interesting question to be in here. Which writing system came from China? Kanji.
完璧
Boom. Perfect. Let's go. Hiragana Part 1. Alright, now we're getting into the fun stuff. We're learning hiragana. Let's face it, Westerners view the Japanese writing system with a mixture of fear and awe. I commonly hear people say in admiration, how can you remember all of those characters? If you add just one line, the whole meaning of the word changes. I mean, in total, there's less than there is in English, right? I mean, well, no, I guess. Yeah, no, okay. Well, let me show you something in English. Interior, inferior. Okay. That's right, by moving just one small curved line, the meaning of a word can be drastically changed in English as well. We're completely correct. It's not as if Japanese was the only language where accuracy is important. Actually, as we'll be seeing very shortly, the two Japanese syllabaries are extremely straightforward and easy to use. The syllabaries are so named because each character represents an entire syllable rather than a part of a syllable. Right. So whereas the letter K in English must be paired with something else, letter A for example, to make a pronounceable syllable, just one character in Japanese can be pronounced ka. Ka, yeah. Unlike in English, where the placement of a letter in a word and its neighboring letters can be affected, the pronunciation the characters we'll be learning are virtually always pronounced in exactly the same way. My brain shut down midway through that sentence. In fact, you already know how to spell in Japanese. Now it's just a matter of putting characters with the sounds. Each syllabary has 46 characters. That may sound like a lot, but because a single character can be pronounced only one way, it's actually much simpler than in English. Okay, in this chapter, we'll tackle the first 25, and then we'll look at the remaining 21 and some special rules for working with them in the following chapter. One other note before we get to the characters: stroke order, or the way in which you draw the characters, is very important. In fact, some characters won't look right if written in the wrong stroke order, for reasons we'll see shortly. So I've included animations of each character, just to touch each character to see it written in the correct stroke order. Well then, let's have at the first set. Okay. I am now going to try writing these in my little book here, in their correct stroke order, to kind of help me memorize them here. So we got okay, so the first stroke was the line across. And then it was, so it's line across, and then it's the line down. It's line down. Where's that third one start? Starts, yeah, so it starts as the loop, so drawing that line a little too like straight. Now just so it's I feel like that's gonna be that a little too close there to completing it. So then like so. It's that third stroke on ah. I will admit, that's kind of messing me up, I'm not gonna lie. Like I never do it the same any of these times I've done it. And I always keep trying to connect them unintentionally. I think I'm drawing that downward line, that second stroke, too far down. I think that might be part of my issue there. So if I just like so and like so, then this should come down like this. Yeah, that's a bit more accurate, I'd say. That one wasn't so bad. Okay. Then okay. Okay, so second letter is I. I'm just gonna write that there. And it's just like this little like so. And then it's just a downward. So okay. So it's just I made that 3 strokes unintentionally. So we just come down, and then like so. I'm doing this wrong. I need a little bit more of a like a U shape to that first stroke. Is that I really wanted to have a camera set up for this so you could see like me like writing these out. But I don't have my camera back yet, so can't do much about that. I'm never going to get an award for my penmanship in Japanese, but then again, I'm never going to get an award for my penmanship in English either. So I think that's probably the best one I've done yet. I think I'm kind of getting it now here at the end, kind of. I'm still messing up that first line. It's kind of got. I'm doing it weird. Regardless, all right. Let's try this third one now. Third one is ooh. So wait, ooh is the first stroke, and second stroke. Okay. So ooh is just first stroke. And then second stroke. So, okay. Like even though my like bad handwriting is bad handwriting, right? Like, regardless of language. Alright. Okay, so see, it's proper stroke order. In English, different letters take up different amounts of space. For example, a W takes up more space than an I, but in Japanese, every character takes up the exact same space, a square. Well, if you look at mine, it's not the case, but as you practice these characters, try to make them fill up their imaginary squares. Notice that the first stroke of I has a little jump at the end. As we progress, you'll see many characters with these. These jumps are called hane in Japanese. And the reason for them is the Japanese was originally written with a brush and ink. Think of the hane as a little trail of ink, and notice that it usually points to the next stroke. Of course, these days with ballpoint pens and word processors, trailing ink is not a problem, but the hane have been left over from ancient times. They are important to make the characters look good, so be sure to get them in when you write the characters. I'm going to try something. I need... there we go. I'm going to try something here. I want to... It's not much of a box now, is it? My original plan's kind of already messed up. Maybe not. Yeah, it's kind of messed up, but it's fine. It sort of does what I want for it. So I basically just made boxes to try and do this one more time in to get them all the same size here. So let's do, I don't know why the U is what really messes me up. Like, I just get this one wrong. That's sort of close, I guess. Okay, I mean, sure. In it's important that the last stroke intersects at the two places I have circled on the left. Notice also that the very end of the last stroke is trying to finish a complete circle. In other words, don't make it pointing down or some other direction. Okay, well then I was doing okay at the start. Actually, my little instruction one here turned out pretty good. Kind of making it go a little too far in some of them. Your main concern with I should be including the hane. Create it with a light flick of your pencil, much like you might make a check mark. Also notice the second stroke is not as long as the first. I wonder if I can do that, like redo that one in this one here. Hold on. Maybe retry my E again, so it's... Okay, that looks a little better. With U, be sure you angle the first stroke back, not making it a vertical line. Also make sure that you start stroke 2 by veering northeast. Yeah, I do that, and it still kind of looks wrong to me. To make A look good, be sure to get the wave in at the end. Oh, my A's don't look too bad. I think I got those pretty good. In O, notice how you can see the energy being directed to the final stroke, following the flow to keep the character fluid and great looking. Yeah. Self-quiz. Quiz yourself on these 5 characters by sounding out each of the 2 character combinations below. Several of these are actual words, but many are just meaningless sound combinations. Right now, concentrate on reading without regarding it for meaning. Touch each combo to hear the correct pronunciation. Okay, so... Oi? Oi?
Ai.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, that is A, not O. Okay, so I, wa,
Ua.
ua. This one is O. Oi,
Oe.
oi. Oh, no. This is A. Ah,
A.
yeah. E,
E.
yeah. Ue.
Ue.
Okay, ue. Ie.
Ie.
Ae.
Ae.
Ae. O. Oe.
Oe.
Io.
Io.
So. That one's U. Ua.
Ua.
Okay. E. A.
E.
A. Right. A. Right. E.
I.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Ea.
Oi.
Oi.
Oi. Oi. That's what I thought this one was at first. Oi. Ew. What's it? Ew.
Eo.
Ew. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so next is the K series. So, what's that card I was using to make my blocks with? I'm gonna need that in a minute, I think. Okay. Okay, moving along, I'm just gonna read this before I do the actual writing. Moving along, here's the next set of characters called the K series because each character begins with a K sound. Again, notice the hane on several of the characters. and be sure to include those when you write them yourself. In many fonts, ki is printed with a third and fourth stroke connected as shown on the with the third and fourth stroke connected as shown on the right. In handwriting, however, it is always written as shown above. Okay, I see what it's talking about. Okay. It's tough to write these characters with a ballpoint pen. Use a real wood number 2 pencil and practice them largely. Don't try to fit them on ruled paper just yet. Take your time and write them over and over while saying the pronunciation out loud. Just hope them sink into your brain. I didn't do that with the vowels, so I messed myself up there. But so we're gonna start with ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Okay. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna get my okay, so first stroke is that. So that's the first stroke. It's kind of like so. I made that way too. No, hold on, that's not right. That's just wrong. That's just not that first stroke. That is. It's like a ooh again. It's like the second stroke of ooh, not what I'm looking for here. So I need to go out a bit longer. So go like so, and then down, and then like so. Yeah, that's kind of right. Oh no! Then straight down like that. So then it's one more time for that third stroke. And then we're just gonna bop, bop. Okay. So now I gotta kind of rate these over and over. So and I'm making them a little too long there. So off my page. So ka. Ka. Yeah, what I'm writing does not look like that at all. It just doesn't. I'm butchering this hiragana. That one's kind of close. Ka? I gotta remember to like try and say it as I'm doing it to make me help with memorization. Ka. I think the problem is I'm getting it up too high. So ka. Whew, those are terrible looking. Plain and simple, those look absolutely atrocious. Alright, next is key. 4 strokes on key. Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1. 2. 3. 4. Bop. Alright, so that's not so bad. Key. 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 I think I need to like tilt it a little bit more. Key. Key. Oh, that's not quite right. So key. 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 My keys got worse as I went on. Yeah, no, those aren't great. So when I was learning to write when I was younger, and they taught me how to write cursive first. Like that's what I learned to write as first. I didn't learn print. I learned cursive first. I remember my teacher used to have to erase holes in my paper because my handwriting was so bad. And I can't help but wonder would that experience be emulated if I were trying to learn this in like if I were growing up in like a Japanese school or just going to a Japanese school trying to learn to write this hiragana, because like I can't tell if I'm just doing them wrong or if it's just a matter of my terrible handwriting coming into effect even in different languages, like syllabary handwriting. Cool. It's 1 stroke. That's wrong because I just made a less than sign because it's not quite right. It has a little bit of a you gotta think like a brush stroke, right? Yeah, so it's gotta go kind of like so. It's really hard to emulate with a pencil. So it's just ku, 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 ku. Just listen less than. Cool. There you go. That one didn't turn out so bad. Cool. Cool. Okay, the last few there kind of were on point, I guess. Next up is K. What? Okay. K. Okay, so K. So 3 strokes. First, second, third. So one and two and three. So just kind of a down, honey. Okay. Okay. I'm really messing up that first stroke on this one. Okay. Feels like I'm writing an incomplete H when I look at it, and I'm just like, I don't think that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay. I also think I'm making it far too wide. Okay. Let's see, that looks worse, actually. Okay. Okay. Made that way too large of a box. Cool. Co is okay. I made that as too close in my little stroke example here. I wrote for myself, but so it's little line top, honey, co, co. Ko. 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 Okay. I'm so bad at this. And by bad at this, I mean I'm really bad at drawing straight lines. Even with like an edge, like a straight edge to help. Hold on, let me make that a little taller. A little taller. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's yeah, that's great. That looks fantastic, Matt. Good job. Good job, mate. I love how that one ended up with the largest box. Cool, ended up with the largest box, but for some reason. It's it's less than perfect, to say the least. But you know, yeah, right? I'll post a picture on Twitter. we go. I posted that on Twitter. I'm actually really impressed with my ah. Like in my example, my ah actually looks pretty good. If I can, like, pat myself on the back for any of these. And that's probably the only ah I'll ever get that looks near about perfect. So let's read the things here. Okay. When you write ka, try to keep it balanced inside a triangle. And that's not the part of ka I'm having troubles with. That's the problem. And formed by the second and third stroke. The first stroke comes down in the center of the triangle, parallel to the next stroke. Yeah, my kas are terrible. You can place the last stroke correctly in key if you imagine an oval sitting inside, as shown here, right? With ku, just keep the angle to about 90 degrees, perhaps a bit more, and you'll be good. Yeah, 90 degrees. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's about right. In ke, be sure to include a good hane at the end of stroke 1. Also notice this character looks very good if you veer to the left at the end of stroke 3, as shown here by the arrow. My K's are just bad. Your main concern with ko should be to keep it from looking like an equal sign, which I think I did okay with. You can do this by honoring the hane at the end of the first stroke and by keeping the two strokes far enough apart to imagine a square sitting between them. Definitely didn't do that in my stroke example, but my first couple kos were okay, and then I kept instinctively bringing them closer together, and that was the problem. And that's where I was slipping up, I guess. Was bringing them too close together. I don't know. So, we'll see. The next thing is going to go over the next set of 5 hiragana, right? Oh. And now we're talking about Tintin. Okay. I don't know, how much my brain can process at the moment, actually. Maybe not a great example. Maybe not best to push the envelope here, right? Probably not. Probably shouldn't push the envelope here. So I'm gonna stop with just those 10 hiragana for my studying today. Okay, yeah. Stop with just those 10 hiragana. Do a little bit more tonight, after stream probably, before bed. Try and study a little more. And try and put some more work in this week. But I'm not going to end stream. I'm going to switch things up here. So let me go to here real quick. Hey, how everybody doing? You doing good? Yeah. Just going to go here real quick while I set up. Dang it. Thank you. Okay. Well, I set up our next game, or what we're doing next. Spoiler alert, I'm playing a game. Darn. Oh, it's got to update. It's got to update for a second. Okay, so. Let me set my book down here. Yep, that works. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't fall. As I move my keyboard back down, I have stuff falling all over the place, which is kind of annoying. We could not. Are we really doing that? Okay, cool. I got a log. What the hell is that for? God dang, where is... I have too many passwords and stuff. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Should be right. Thank you. Ah, perfect. It worked. I don't think that's the password for the actual email. Word of advice to everybody out there in the world. Don't just keep making emails. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. Don't do it. I promise you. You'll regret it. Eventually you'll be like, what? What is this? What is the world? I have so many. I'm gonna worry about that later. I'm gonna worry about that later. Oh, wait. Okay, so let's see. Set up. I can't just yet. I have to wait for the game to actually launch. You know what? Let's transition over here. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna just do a quick BRB. Okay. Boop. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if this is my single player world I was playing on or what. But we'll find out. I might just have to create a new world. Which is fine. No big deal. I haven't touched Minecraft in ages, though. So, yes, this is correct. Got some wooden stuff. I got a single piece of bread. I have some cooked fish. Good. Bunch of cobblestone. There's some cooked chicken. No, okay. Why do I have a name tag? What is this? Black wool. Just have random things. I don't know why I put signs on stuff either. Like, this was a co-op world. But because clearly it's not. Huh. Apple, egg, sugar, copper ingots, iron, glass pane, sand. Okay, wait, I don't even have a pickaxe. Excuse me? Oh, baked potatoes, cool. This is my little house. And very good. Alright, cool. Trees, cool. So this little mine quartz or whatever it's called. I think I made a way into this room. Is it down here? I touched water and unlocked recipe. Look at me go. It's copper. Did I not make a way into this room? What's this? Dope. the... Oh, wait, hold on. Ah! Thank you. Cool, thank you. I'm taking the chest too. Down here. Right. Do. Oh yes, I made this convoluted path. Why did I make this convoluted path? I don't know. Interesting. What was I looking for? Just gonna take this because experience, yeah. Never have too much of that, you know. Wow, that's a lot of coal. There's an, like on the other side of one of these walls is a skeleton of some kind. Quite fun. I find this quite amusing, actually. I think it's the wall behind me currently. Wow, more coal. What is it, F3? Where am I at? I'm down quite far. I'm running out of room already. Ba, 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 ba. No. Darn. All right. Well, that's as far as we go today. This was. Oh yes. It's like, what's this again? Yes, he did. Melon seeds can go in here. That's fine. What do we got? No. Do 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 do. No, sorry. There we go. I don't know why I randomly have this wheat in my inventory. Sticks. Thank you. Thank you. And then I'll just put this, and then this. Cool, thanks. No, 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 no. What? What? Oh, hold on. Coal, charcoal. Oh, okay. Wait. Stick. Here you go. Oh, I have like a massive, like, just tower I built, right? Yeah, I did. I don't remember why I did that, but I built it. Oh yeah, I remember something else I need. Oh, dang. No! Perfect. Shovel. Maybe I should make an axe while I'm at it. Wait, how do you make an axe? Ah, I see. I cannot. Okay. Well then no, we'll just stick with the shovel. Okay. Too close to the bed. Small house is small. I found some clay in here, like, one time. But I can't find it now. Unfortunate. Oh, wait, clay, found it. Forgot I gotta breathe. Alright, cool. Clay. Obtained. Dope. I have a bunch more clay right here I can obtain. I don't exactly understand how clay spawn, like how that works. But it is what it is. Should look up how clay works so I actually have a better understanding of what I'm looking for when I pick all this up. this is clay. Oh. These are both clay. Alright, cool, cool. I'm pretty sure I built that massive tower so that I could see what was around me and which direction I wanted to go. From my little house here. And... well, I completely forgot which direction I wanted to go, so I guess it didn't really matter, huh? Not like, you know, cobblestone is something I'm really hurting for, so not a big deal. Try to find a fun environment to build in next, I suppose. Could just keep living in my little hut here. Man, alright, hold up. So there are like two options. It was like go off to like... oh, shoot. Yeah, okay, cool. Like go off to... up to the top here. So it's like go off that way, or go off that way. There's magma that way. I don't know what's that way. Just kind of want to find a fun little environment to build in is the thing. That's kind of the tricky thing, really. Ooh. What the heck? The Minecraft music threw me for a loop there. Oh, you know, stop that. Do I have a boat? Did I ever make a boat? No, I didn't make a boat, did I? Dang it, why did I never make a boat? Boat. Oh, boat. I think I have just enough wood to make this boat. Hold on. But it was Cool. Perfect. Perfect. Whoa. Adventure! I can't tell what is game audio and what is the lo-fi music I have in the background right now. Thank you. So I need to go further up. Darn it. Even further still? What the heck? Where's the lava coming from? Eh? What? Haha! Wait, was it all coming from that one block? Interesting. All that lava from that one block, huh? Don't fall into it. Well, I destroyed that lava fall. Ow. You see, I am a terror to the environment. Oh no, there probably was a second. Okay, well, still. Let's see, we can go this way. Go back to the house, to the hut. Yep. Yes, good, good. Good, 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 good. I think the boat can take me around this way. I don't think this is closed off. I think this opens up. I think. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Maybe not. I'm wrong. This is closed off. So I do have to travel on foot. Blast it. Where's the sun at? Still time in the day. Guess we start liking it. No way! Trying to find like a fun little environment to build a home in. Hello, dog. I got Nick. Sun is starting to set. We're not going to get very far, am I? It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I should have taken the boat. I should have brought the boat and then started, coming, like, sailing around this way. Oh well. It's fine. Okay. See, I see my giant tower there. Oh, you know what? I should, here we go. There's the coordinates. Yep, we see that right now? Yep, coordinates. Cool. I can screenshot that for my VOD later. Bruh. Hooah. Adventure. Excitement. I did it. Oh yeah. Ready for this? Ready for this? Hooah. Ah! Ow. Whoa. Okay. Got a nice open field here. That's not bad. Looks nice. Don't know if that's what I'm going to pick. Kind of small. I can keep going that way, see what I can find. Okay, I very clearly know the sounds I'm hearing now are from my lo-fi track. Got a swamp over here. Let's try and go up here, see what's up here. See another lava flow. Ooh. Gonna need that. Wait, what the heck is that? Is that... What is that? What the heck? Curious, curious. Oh, there's something else over here that got my attention. What is that? Oh. Okay, well. What is this? Never seen this before. Ooh, I fell. Ow. What the heck? Dang it. Dang it. Perfect. What the fuck? Hey, yo. Ow, ow, ow. What is that? I say, I can't, you can't, can you mine obsidian with iron? I don't think you can. This is really cool, though. Oh, there's a chest. Golden helmet. Oh. I have a gold helmet. It's kind of cool. So I'm dumb and I forgot I had this full stack of stone in my inventory. What the? Yeah, there we go. Uh, uh. Well, with that distraction out of the way, that took almost an entire day of. Ow. 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 Oh, those berries, dang it. No, I don't. Come here, you stupid darn. Give me. Thank you. Okay. Well, that was a fun little discovery. That's a lot of berries. Wow. You'd think Mume was the one that came through here. Yeah, all of this is really close to the spawn on this particular world when I made it, so a lot of interesting things close to the spawn. But not not things I'm really looking for. Jeez, what the heck is with all the berries? Not a real quick way around this particular little hill, is there? Oh, that's really dark green over there. Is that a jungle? Is that a jungle? Is that what that is? Is that what the dark green means? I don't remember. Go up, 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 up. Where's dark green just like forest? I don't know. What the heck? Why was there a torch there? I have not been here. This world's haunted. It's haunted. That's a deep chasm. Like, hold up, look at that. Deep chasm. Oh, iron. I can't really find a zone that interests me that much. Ew. Tiny chicken. More lava. Oh, game, please. What's that? I think that's a goat on the side of the mountain over there. The deep dark blue. Wow. Wow. Those flowers are pretty. Wow, wow. Swamp? How do I always end up in swamps? I swear, without fail, I always end up in a swamp. Oh, look, a village. So they have frogs now, like, as of the most recent update or whatever? And I kind of want to see one? But I'm like, I don't... What purpose do they serve? Right? Like... Ooh, clay. A lot of clay, actually. I could use all this clay to make a bunch of bricks. And then all those bricks to make a house. Like, honestly, that's quite a bit of clay. Oh, was that a frog? Those frogs over there, actually. Ayo. Did I conveniently just find a frog as I was talking about him? Dude, it's a frog! Do you get anything for killing a frog? No. Frog, what is your purpose? Ah! I didn't mean to hit you, frog. I'm sorry. First frog I meant to kill. I didn't mean to hit you. Oh, there's more frogs. More frogs! What are their purpose? What is your purpose? Are they just aesthetic? Ah! Is there a hole there? Into the abyss? Hello? Ah. Hello, good sir. 15 beetroots for an emerald, or 22 carrots for an emerald. I have none of these things. Ah? Wait, what? How does this ladder work? Why do you have this ladder here? Oh, here we go. I see. Oh, I see. I shall also crash at your house, Mr. Farmer. Alright. Now give me my bed back. Ah, no! That's my bed. Come back here. No! Still going, bro. Alright. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Paper. Empty map. Oh, but you need like ink or something, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. But I have it. Brewing stand. Holy crap. Fancy village. Why is this brewing stand in here by itself? You have horses too, and cats. Wow. This is a fascinating village. Hello. Rotten flesh for emeralds. Dang, man. I missed out on an opportunity. Alright, which places have I explored already? Why? Dang, man. What is this guy's house made out of? Hold up. Hold on. Bruh. Bro, what is this house made out of? What is this, terracotta? How do you have terracotta? Hold on, 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 hold on. How do you have terracotta? That's not a... How is this here? What? Oh, heck yeah, homies. Emeralds. This dude with a terracotta house is really, like, messing with me, man. This is also terracotta. How? Where are you getting this? Explain to me where you are getting the terracotta. What sorcery is this? Dope. Freaking villagers working black magic up in here. Welcome to our village where we pull terracotta out of our ass. A blast furnace? Oh, hello, person. Oh, you're not a salesman? Alright. Horses, hello. Greetings, salutations. The weird, like, lampposts, I never understood those. Ah, look. Another terracotta house. I'm destroying these people's homes and taking them with me. What? Why do you have so many of these? No, mine. No, stop it, that's mine. Mine. What? This is the strangest village I've ever come across in Minecraft. Hello, horse. That's the direction I came from. Where do I go? I really got no reason to go through lava, or go towards that lava there. That's like there's a part of me that screams internally. It says lava. Go towards the lava. We must go towards the lava. There's no logical reason to go towards the lava. Never. There's never really a logical reason to go towards the lava. It looks funny from here. Like the lava's on fire, which is like ironic. Okay, I think I'm gonna go this way. I don't really know which other direction to go other than this way. Aha. I have beetroot. I have still in your harvest. This is my beetroot now. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimashita. A lot of chickens. Whoa, whoa. You go underwater in a swamp and that's... everything's like... ugh. It's not raining here. Haha. I've done this in real life. This is really trippy in real life. Where you're like in the one spot where it's not raining, but you can see it raining around you. It's really trippy. Hello, Mr. Frog. Who just came up out of friggin' nowhere. That was interesting. I love how this is, like, I guess still swamp territory, like, way up here. Even though I don't think swamps, like, work in high altitudes. Can you have a swamp at high altitude? Whoa. I suppose you can, can't you? It's not like there's a rule saying you can't, though. It just seems weird. These keep finding peculiar spaces, but I can't find a good zone to settle at. Go over under there. Mushroom trees. I'm half tempted to just like beat to cut down some trees, make some wood, make a crafting bench real quick, and make a boat. Like, there is a strong desire to do just so. I'm gonna see what's on the other side of this over here. If it's boring and I'm not interested, I'm making a boat. We're going out to sea. To see what is beyond the horizon. Traversing water. So slow. So slow. Okay, cool. Let's go! Ah. What? Slow down, please. I'm gonna die. The lag is gonna kill me. Not so fast, not so fast. This is a dead end. Game please. Game please. There we go. Congratulations. Beyond the horizon. Ooh, there's a... Okay, we need a boat. It's decided. No, stop. Go. Dang it. Stop. Whoosha. Alright, well. Not a great spot to fall down, but it's fine. Aha! That tree will do perfectly. It's massive. Oh man, I got so much junk. It's fine. Punch, 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 punch. Stark oak. Ooh, dark oak. So nice. Okay. Right. You gotta... That was problematic. Okay, but that's not what I meant to do. Adventure! There was like... What was on the ground down there? It's not important. Adventure! We found a pirate ship. Or shipwreck. Yeah, whatever. Could be a pirate ship if I say it's a pirate ship. Why not? Turtle! problem with this is going to be immediately going to be the fact like I have no storage space. Alright. Oh, dang. Here, put the potatoes up. Give me the gunpowder. Gunpowder's cool. I'm not getting the coal. Okay, I don't care about that. Come on. Let's go. Oh man. Alright, hold on. Get rid of that. Books. Paper. Empty map. Buried treasure map. Let's go. Cool. Alright. I mean, yeah, a little bit of boring shipwreck, but still cool. Oh boy, look at that. Here's another one of those. Take a screenshot of the coordinates later. Yeah. Cool. Will definitely become relevant eventually. I have to download this VOD. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to download this VOD to have all these screenshots. I need to get back to land. It's time to sleep. I could sail towards the sun. Perpetually stay in daylight that way. Is that another like underwater temple thing over there? Holy crap, man. Wait, what's that? Oh, I'm being attacked. I'm in a dangerous part of the ocean, my friends. Oh, that's pretty. Well, this is problematic. There's nowhere for me to dock and sleep. Ooh, what's that? I see another village. Wait. Wait, I don't immediately see monsters. Hold on. Hold on, no. Let's shift. Yeah. Let's go. We did it. We escaped. have to... Huh. What is the problem? I get rid of the flame. Yep, perfect. Somehow ends up in a full circle back at my original house. Wouldn't that be a trip? No. B. There's a road. Ow. It's like a road that leads up to this house, but it leads to the base of the mountain hill thing that the house is built on. Oh shoot. Wah, wah, ha, ha. Oh, yo. Dope. Oh, cool, cool. How do I get to the higher section here? I'm curious. Oh, I just saw a person going there. It's a kid jumping on the bed. That's funny. Okay. Kid, is there a particular reason y'all live? What the frick? There's more. There's people here. Whoa, this is the weirdest, like, village, I guess? Wait, hold up. What's that? Oh, whoa, okay. What the heck? This is the weirdest thing, man. What? Oh God. Okay. I still haven't made it up to the house at the very top, so gotta figure that one out. Spruce pumpkin seeds. Here. I will take the pumpkin seeds. Chunky boy. Ooh, purple bed. I want the purple one. It's my bed. Hello? Iron boots, iron armor. I'm not trading you all of this for that. Now, if they were enchanted iron, different sort, you know. There's Those are all potatoes. I think I've been in this house. It's hard to tell. This place is so weird. What the frick? That flower is floating. Alright. What are y'all doing? Why are y'all just... Is there a reason? What? Ow, ow, berries, no, oh, no, oh, God, no, ah, ah, I'm stuck. God, I'm gonna die to berries, I'm gonna die to berries, I'm gonna die to berries. What? Hello. Okay, well that's kind of cool. An emerald for 16 arrows? That's pretty dope, dude. What is that? Oh, look at that. This has got to be the most interesting. I've already been in this one, right? Yeah. Like, village I've ever seen. I still need to get to the house that's at the top of this massive hill, wherever it went. Right? Like this way, right? And even if it's not this way, it'll probably help me see it. Yeah, okay, I think it's this way. Yeah, because here's the house right below it. Dude, this place is... Hey, there's another house over there I haven't visited. So, hold up. Alright. Alright, watch this, yo. There's no way one of those, like, villagers actually has a way up here, right? I don't know if I've been to the house that's way over there. Ow. Probably stop doing that, actually. Yosh. God dang. Where's the entrance? Oh, there it is. What the fuck? What is this place? What? What? A tree has flowers on it. Cool. This is the weirdest, like, village I've ever found before. Never seen one like this. It's so strange. What's up there? Oh, bees. Well, this was an interesting little discovery. And side adventure, I guess. Who the fuck's this? Still haven't really found a place I want to start building at, though. That's a bit irksome. Actually, hold on. What's this look? It's a little island here in the middle. I could potentially work with this. Is this connected to the mainland? No, it is connected to the mainland. Dang, as I say, if this is like isolated on like a little lake, like in this little lake, that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I could work with that. Oh, it's connected though. Huh. I don't know. That direction could be promising. Hold up, hold up, I got you. Got it, I got it. Hold up, yeah. Nah. 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 final touches. Ooh, that was almost bad. Bop. Alright, cool. That way. It's kind of like an arrow, right? Sure. Well, that one's lost. Not really, it's right there. I could get it, but I don't feel like it. Well, I will figure out that another time. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it for me this evening, everyone. Much appreciated for everybody coming and hanging out. We studied some Japanese, which, you know, some progress made, right? Some progress made. I'll get there. I'll learn this language. I'll do it. I'll do it. I will learn this language eventually. But all that being said, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Much appreciated. I hope you all have a very good one, and we will see you all next time. Peace.